Hey, so I'll be doing a tutorial on how to set up custom camera paths in Blender. So that's going to be pretty good for, doing walkthroughs through your model. And it gives you a lot of flexibility as to what to show in your model and how much of it to show. Okay, so to start, you want to create the path for which the camera to travel across, right? So just hold Shift and press A, and then you want to create a curve. So just path. So it should just be a standard line like this. Next, you want to create the camera. So again, Shift A, and then click camera. So now you want to create the geometry for which the camera orientates its face to. So for example, if you look at this camera, no matter where the camera is along the line, it will always orientate itself to this circle. So you can see as the circle moves, the camera will always face towards this circle. So to do that, just Shift A, curve, circle. Right, now we have our three elements for which to create a working camera path. So these shapes essentially create constraints for which this camera to work with. So it basically tells how the camera to behave. So first, you want to select the camera, and then bottom right under constraints. First, you want to add follow path, and then you want to add track to. Make sure follow path is always above track to, not below it. Otherwise, it will mess up the constraint. The order matters. So under follow path, select this eyedropper tool, and then just click the path. And then again for track 2, using this eyedropper, just select this circle. Okay, so you'll notice that when you set this up, the camera can sometimes be positioned away from its constraints. So just press Alt-G to reset the position of the camera. That's basically it. So again, as you move the circle, the camera face will follow it. The way you move the camera across the path is under constraints, and the follow path, when you change the offset, it'll move the camera along the curve. Okay, now you'll notice that this line is quite straight and quite rigid. If you want like maybe a more fluid camera motion, you're going to want to change the shape of this line. So to go into edit mode, click tab, and you'll notice these vertices come up that you can edit individually. And that's how you change the shape of the line. So if you want it to be sort of like curved, you can do that. And so now, as the camera moves, it'll move along the curve like this. And you can click Set Active Camera to sort of see what the camera is seeing. Now, if you want to animate your movement, you just use keyframes essentially. So, for example, if I want the camera to move from here to the other end of the curve, I just click this keyframe and then fast forward maybe 5 seconds, and then turn the offset value to -100, and then create a keyframe. So if you hit play, you'll notice that over time, the camera will move. So it's animated. So yeah, again, this is pretty good if you want to create custom paths throughout your model. It allows for really fluid and dynamic paths that you just can't get with traditional rendering softwares. They can be quite clunky and uncomfortable.